Okay, let's get that door open. I'm still waiting for that power. Oh, hi.
Tools being used. And voices. More clips.
Oh.
Must be another way in.
Well, there's the power cell. Okay, so we got all that, which means we've probably got a boss fight on our hands.
They're not looking for answers. Just weapons.
Okay, let's start marking these corpses. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we've got any vents or anything like that. So I get spotted, I'm on my own, though I might be able to run away and do stuff. Anything else around here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, when in doubt... Switch this. Start taking heads off. Oh. Okay, so they noticed that one guy. Let's see if they get close. Oh, please stand right next to the guy. Thank you.
She went that way.
I love it when they do that. I love it when they have explodey backpacks. Okay. Luckily, this is like the easiest thing ever. All you have to do is just wait and explode everything. Everybody will show their backpack to you, and life is good. Alright, so we still have robot dog, 2 more guys.
Who's that?
Well, they haven't spotted me yet. That's a good sign.
Oh no!
Nope, he spotted me. Well, he tried to spot me. Well, that worked and that didn't work. Alright, so we got you. Ah, crap.
Farewell, fool.
Do. Oh.
Hello.
Well, this was not as effective as I thought it was going to be, but you know what? It worked out. I was expecting I'd lob a grenade and take both of them out, but it turns out this guy got really distracted. And, works for me. Okay. So everything is still pretty easy peasy here. Then again, I gotta give them credit for this game. The enemies never get any harder, necessarily. They just get more complicated, which is actually really good design, as far as things are concerned. At least in my opinion. Oops. There we go. Like, I'm trying to think of a good way of explaining it. Like, a lot of games will just slowly ramp up the enemies until they're like huge, boring bullet sponges, and I have to give this game mad props for generally not doing that. The more complicated the enemy is, generally, the more or less killable they are. They just have new abilities that can kill you faster.
Enough.
But that's fine. Okay, so I think we got everything up here. I don't know if I need to be like fully completionist about grabbing everything at this point. I've gotten pretty much everything. How is this game overall? Wonderful. I'm still on the fence on whether or not I like this game more or less than not Horizon Zero Dawn, Breath of the Wild. But it is definitely going to be one of my favorite games this year. Unless more games come out that are even better than this, at which point, me trying to make that decision becomes kind of insane talk. Alright, now I could bring the Deathbringer gun with me, but I'm slow and, oh yeah, we're gonna have to make a jump anyway. I was not even on that platform there. That was... Okay, how are we supposed to get across there? Pardon? Am I supposed to hop down? That does not look hop-downable. We've got... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Usually it's got yellow. This time around, it's white. That is actually really hard to spot. Okay. Well, we've got at least one audio log. 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. What's this?
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls. Fighting with these civilian enlistees. Scrappy guys and gals. That's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse. I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs.
That's interesting. We heard that earlier. Oh, you know what? This is media stuff. Edited approved for release.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployment's, getting real long. We have to put into work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still fighting for you.
So they've been editing his logs and turning them into propaganda.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morrell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Pharaoh Plague, especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit. Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
Alright.
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back home is. We got moved inland 10 kilometers, just as a precaution, they say. School's still in session, so I get to keep my eye on Andres and Reggie. We never know where or when you're fighting, but when the VTOLs go over, all the kids run out and wave. I believe in you. I know nothing's ever gonna be the same, but I believe in you. I believe in us. Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
So, Sergeant Gulyev, or whatever his name is, has been sending messages to his wife, and she's been sending them back. The military is editing them down, so she would only get certain things, and he would only get certain things and stuff like that. And he might have even died, and then they were just cutting his words together to pretend he's still alive. That's... I mean, I understand, like, you gotta keep morale high, especially in, like, an extinction war, but at the same time, oof. USRC deployment records. Okay, December 2065, Week 1, Confidential. Operation Kickback. Reno, Nevada. Civilian Guard and Armored Battalion skirmished with the vanguard elements of Pacific Northwest Swarm PN-12. Engagement began at 0600 and concluded with a withdrawal at 2100 the following day. Losses in excess of 40% reported. Operation Thick Skull. Shenandoah Valley, SA Tech, Virginia. 12th MRB, supported by Civilian Guard, fought a rearguard action against the Eastern Seaboard Swarm, ES-17. Engagement began at 0800. At approximately 1400, 12th MRB reported the position was overrun and received authorization to detonate SA Tech facility, inflicting significant damage on ES-17. Surviving elements of 12th MRB withdrawn to Akron-Cleveland defensive line. Let me read over that again so I can understand what the hell that meant. Okay, so in Virginia, the Shenandoah Valley SA Tech facility got overrun by the robots, and so they blew it up and took out a bunch of them. Operation Body Blow. Akron, Ohio, 9th and 10th MRBs, supported by sustained aerial strikes, assaulted the Horus-class Titan. Oh, Horus-class named Titan, resupplying the Eastern Seaboard Swarm, ES-18. Engagement began at 0400 and concluded at 2200 with the elimination of the Titan. Not that this is 9th MRB's third Titan kill with, note that this is the 9th MRB's third Titan kill with minimal losses. Brigade readiness status. 3rd MRB reviews recall orders from Operation Pinch Hit, deployment along Pensacola, Tallahassee defensive line, court-martial proceedings underway. 7th MRB recalled from New York engagement zone to reinforce Wichita Theater, ready. 9th MRB refitting at USRC facilities, ready. 10th MRB transferred from Kalmar, data corrupted. Okay. Looks like we got a couple more logs in the area. Maybe? Or just loot. Yeah, okay, so there's just the main console. And whatever the supply crate has.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
Do we go back out? Through here? No. Okay, I must have missed a passage in here somewhere. Oh, no? Oh, this door. Must have missed it while I was looking through. Log tunnel vision is a very, very real thing. Okay, there's something in here? Is there nothing in here? I'm not used to there being redundant rooms in this game. That's weird. Not a bad thing, just weird. Or maybe they're not redundant, they just are for the time being. That's actually more concerning. Well, we're full on health, that's a good sign. And unfortunately, it means we're probably fighting something painful. Oh, we're gonna be fighting this, aren't we?
The eclipse. Tampering with the metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out! Sun and shadow.
Another Kopish. And this one can move.
Okay, so we got a Kopesh. Do we have anybody else around here? I see a couple. That thing is kind of noisy as it's moving. Is there anybody on the scaffolding? Looks like there should have been. But maybe not anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it alone for a second. We got a lot of weak spots that we can specifically deal with. Though I'm not terribly worried about fighting this guy. What I need to do, though, is kill all the humans. So it looks like I'm fighting this thing almost entirely from the upper gallery. I might be able to get down, but I don't know. We'll see. Gonna have to wait, though. Okay, one of you guys is gonna turn around next, yeah? Yeah. Nice thing is, as long as you one-shot them, they go down no problem. Okay, we got a series of platforms. Yeah. Okay. So how many more humans are we looking at? I personally don't see any. Oh. Well. Yeah, so it turns out the catwalks are completely destructible. So let's not stand there when death comes. As somebody in chat just warned me against that. And then death. Whoops. At least we got checkpoints aplenty. Okay. Yeah, I blew up too many people in too short of a time. Alright, can I skip it?
Another Kopish. And this one can move.
Yeah, ideally we kill the people off. And then we go down. I do need to figure out how to get down, though. I mean, the other option is we get down first. Okay, so we want burning arrows. Let's start with the guys on the side. Those are probably the easiest to take care of along the way. I guess the other thing we probably want to look into is putting on, ooh, do I have anti-ranged armor? Okay, so it's suspicious. We tipped it a bit. Not enough, though.
They're still looking.
Okay, let's see. We're probably not going to need our stealth armor. Do I have... I got anti-melee, but I really don't have much for anti-range, do I? I probably should have thought about that beforehand. Okay, let's turn on my, old Storm Ranger armor and let's throw some mods on it to give it anti-ranged. Because I'm probably going to get shot at here. I need to get the other thing. Okay, why fire arrows on humans? Because they got explosive backpacks. Uh-oh. That thing is, That thing is painful. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken off stealth. Yeah, maybe you're right. That thing spotted me immediately. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. Let's skip these. Okay, so we go back on stealth, we go back on flame arrows. Oh, hey, just took out 2 of them. I think. Let's see. We should probably slowly find our way down below, though. Okay, so let's wait a little bit. Let's see. So is there even a way down on the other side? Not that I see. Okay. We've still got you. I know I can do this. Okay, do we have... I think we've just got that one guy left. Yeah, because two of them blew each other up at the same time. Okay, cool. So I just gotta get over and run and hope for the best. I wonder if, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, outfits. Let's actually switch the Blazon Heavy and modify this armor. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is fire resistance, yeah? Yeah. Okay, we're not going to be in melee much, so what this will do is give me just as much range, but also give me some fire resist, which we kind of desperately need. Okay, now we run. Oh, it lost me. It spotted... Oh, nope. It had spotted me. Too late now. Okay. Those are missiles. Those are painful missiles. Doing some fire resist. Wait until it's done. Hit it with that. Alright, we roll. Okay, cover is in fact destructible. Surprising nobody. Okay. No ammo. That's fine. Don't care too much about that. I want to take off these missile launchers. Ah, crap. Oh! Ow! 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 Heal. Woo! Okay, I didn't realize there was going to be another guy there. Okay. Let's make some more sticky grenades. Probably. Oh. Well. Okay. Those are missiles. Those are a lot of missiles. But we're good, because I've loaded up on being fireproof. Okay, crafting. We need to make some more ammo for this thing. Let's see, blasting. Okay, nope, we're... What does more damage? Oh, sticky bombs do more damage. Okay, let's see if I can take out that big missile launcher in the back. Unfortunately, I don't think I can take out the other missile launchers. Okay. Fire resist was a good plan. Let's see. Whoop. Did I get it? No, didn't get it. Here's the question. Is being close up to this guy actually a better idea? Okay. Okay, these missiles are scary. Scarier. Come on, take it out. Still not done yet. I gotta say, slow-mo missile dodging is kind of amusing. Okay. What if I can take out his, I wonder if I can take out his, what am I thinking? His legs or something. Let's see. He's got, like, flamethrowers on his arms. So this pretty much isn't doing anything to him. Alright. Oh, he has those heat sinks on his legs. Okay. So after a certain point, he's going to burn himself out here. Oh, come on. I'm running out of ammo non-stop here. Which is never fun. Ow. If I can take out... Ah, there's one leg. Okay. I see what I'm supposed to do here. Let's just take out the flamethrowers. Because if I can take out the flamethrowers, we might actually be able to hang out directly beneath this guy. Yeah, we can. Okay. Perfect. All I have to do is just take out his heat sinks, and he's Dunsky. I really like these boss fights. They feel really solid. Okay, there he goes.
That did it.
Well,
The soldiers long ago. They had to fight hundreds of those all at once.
alright, so we get a damage coil, a freeze coil, resist frostweave, and some other stuff. Nice! I'd still like some damage resistance tricks, honestly. The amount of heat sinks they have is silly. No, that's fairly reasonable. I don't know if you guys have ever seen how much, like, heat a computer puts off. The main thing is, though, I would definitely put the heat sinks on the backside. Probably. Okay, so what do we got around here? Not too much. I'm hoping for more logs. Logs are the trick. A bit of a shame the grenades didn't work as well as I was hoping they were going to. But whatever. Okay, hello. Biosphere degradation. Report, okay, August 25, confidential. Chief findings, despite increased tactical proficiency of elite and civilian guard units, and many hard-won engagements in the Central European, Antarctic, and Pacific Reach theaters, the Pharaoh Plague's rate of advance is not slowed, nor has its biomass consumption rate. Damage to the biosphere has already exceeded 2038 levels by every measure, and grows worse by the day. Extinction timeline projections remain unchanged, with the OAC predicted for mid-November 2065, annihilation of exposed human populations by November 2066, extinction of macrobiotic land organisms by the end of March 2066, and extinction of marine life in early 2068. Continued secrecy, RE Project Zero Dawn. The utter silence regarding its mechanisms of action and completion date make it impossible to predict Zero Dawn's impact or lack of impact on the extinction timeline. Atmospheric collapse. Atmospheric oxygen depletion and toxic emissions remain the greatest environmental threat to Operation Enduring Victory, as well as the wider civilian population and animal life. Operational atmospheric collapse, OAC, is currently predicted for mid-November 2065, after which military personnel will require rebreathing apparatuses to operate in the open, and civilians will only be able to survive inside sealed structures. The requirements for air scrubbing and recycling in facilities is addressed in Addendum A, linked to this report. Potable water shortages. Major water treatment facilities are already struggling to process water sources compromised by rainfall heavily contaminated by toxins emitted by the consumption of the Eastern Hemisphere. Following the necessary shutdown of all nano-scrubbing functionality, wastewater recycling is already beyond capacity. Military response escalation. Addenda linked to this document cover the short-term effects of the Scorched Earth engagements in defense of the Western Seaboard and ongoing effects of oceanic economic zones, use of nuclear weapons to delay the enemy's initial advance across the Pacific Theater, data corrupted. Okay, well that's not super useful. Anything else? Nope, looks like we're done here. Okay. Let's continue on. Yeah, this side lore isn't that important, but I do like it. It does kind of expand things out a little bit. Okay, so we got a couple of things I'll grab before we do the main stuff.
I'd have to ditch something.
Dr. Sobek, as projected, the Wichita salient has collapsed. 5 Horus-class Titans have broken through. We predict contact in 34 hours.
Everything is in position, General. It took a few shortcuts to pull everything together, but Zero Dawn is functionally complete. Good to go.
That enduring victory served its purpose after all.
Yes, if we'd had even one day less.
I've sent you an encoded file, Doctor. Please do me the favor of archiving it.
I'll see what I can do. What is it?
A brief statement. An allocution of crimes, I guess you'd call it.
To what are you admitting guilt?
Over the past 16 months, Doctor, I have presided over the greatest wholesale slaughter of military personnel and civilians in the history of history. Genghis Khan, Hitler, Stalin, Sorabella, add them all together. They don't even come close.
You didn't do the killing, General.
No, not directly. But I didn't wind up the highest-ranked military commander in the United States by resisting the automation of the armed forces. Even before the swarm, Doctor, I was helping death along. So, instead of letting what I've done sink into the murk, forgotten, I've sent a file with all the details. Let posterity judge my actions with clear vision.
I'll do as you ask, General. But you should consider that were it not for your actions, our actions, there wouldn't be any posterity to judge us.
Perhaps. Dr. Sobek.
At ease, General. And goodbye.
Hell of a thing.
It bugs me that they have the same voice actress. It makes sense, but it still bugs me.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat.
What? You're going to thank her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
No, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of Alpha and Beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off. Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do?
Did they put together like a space base?
Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines, but not before the world she knew, her civilization, ended. Let's hope it won't come to that again.
Okay, so to curse the darkness, we've done all the other main quests. We have a couple of side quests that we can do, but honestly, a little bit lazy about doing those. Okay, so if we check this, that just brings us back to the ancient armory, which is kind of useless. Okay. So where is this? Oh. Crap. That is very far from any of the places I've been. I guess actually, no, it's not so bad. Oh, these aren't prowlers. There are prowlers, but those aren't. Okay. I don't know, what do we do? Do we warp over here? Probably. Yeah, let's warp over here. I can't fast travel at this time.
Now, how am I gonna get down from here? Oh, this should be quite the ride.
Whee! So we're near Utah. Huh. Scared me for a moment. I'm like, oh shit, am I supposed to do something here? The answer is no.
I'd do that again, if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
Okay, so that's it for this area. Oh, what's this over here? The Banuk camp. Do we do it? Nah, I'll save that for later. Let's start making progress over here.